Establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. This one complete to Calvin Harmon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Faking the give, now Watson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 41 yards. And the Mounties are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To the air on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Watson on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Bond going to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now Mon. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. First down, Vikings. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mond, a quick throw, complete. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On first down, here's Mon. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line. Mon looks to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's now 4th down. Here's Mon. They're going for it. They'll roll him out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Handoff comes to Cook. Able to slither by. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First and goal, Minnesota.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here's Mon. This is caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st down, it's Watson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Eat. Nice, sweetheart. Undercut. MP4. 89.
On 1st down, Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
And the Toronto.
To throw is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Off the play fake, Mon. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
A give, this is Cook. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mon's throw complete there to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Mon looks to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Watson. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. That's taken in by Smith-Marset. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down and 4. Mon escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Vikings 14, Mounties 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 59. 55. Mark 38. Mark 38. I got you, punk. Check three, check three. Check the backer, check the backer.
Watson, off play action. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throw left side complete. That's Harmon. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
2nd and 6.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Vikings, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
It's the Lions now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the Vikings. On the clock now, it's the Giants, and time is ticking. The Titans on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. The Patriots on the clock right now. Let's see who they have their eye on. The Falcons are now on the clock. Okay, here we go. Washington now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. What direction will they go? The Lions on the clock now. What direction will they go? The Saints are now on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Bengals now on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Jets now on the clock. The Lions on the clock now. Okay, here we go. The Colts now on the clock. Now the Packers are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? All right, the Jaguars are now on the clock. The Dolphins now on the clock. And the Texans now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? Now we turn to the Steelers. They're on the clock. All right, next up, the Jets are on the clock. Okay, next up, it's the Broncos on the clock. It's the Cowboys now on the clock. On the clock now, the Chiefs. The Ravens are up now. Let's see what direction they go. Okay, here we go. The Raiders now on the clock. And now we turn to the Colts. It's their selection. All right, the Bears are now on the clock. All right, it's the Eagles now on the clock. The Giants are on the clock now. Okay, it's the Bucks now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. And the Giants now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? The Vikings are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Bears. Okay, it's the Falcons now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Patriots. On the clock now, it's the Falcons. All right, next up, the football team on the clock. All right, now it's the Cardinals' turn. They're up. The Colts are now on the clock. The Saints are on the clock now. What direction will they go? All right, next up, the Bucks are on the clock. The Bucks on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. The Bears are up now. Let's see what direction they go. And the Chargers now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? Okay, next up, it's the Packers on the clock. Okay, the Jaguars are now on the clock. All right, it's now the 49ers' turn. They're up. On the clock now, it's the Texans, and time is ticking. Okay, the Steelers on the clock now. The Bears are now on the clock. And now we turn to the Jets. It's their selection. And now on the clock, it's the Cardinals. The Chiefs on the clock now. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. All right, now on the clock, the Rams. All right, next up, the Colts are on the clock. Okay, it's the Rams up now. They're on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Buccaneers. Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock. And the Browns on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go in. All right, now on the clock, the Giants. All right, it's now the Vikings' turn. They're up. The Jets now on the clock. The Titans now on the clock. All right, next up, the Patriots are on the clock. Washington is now on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Cardinals now on the clock. The Colts now on the clock. Let's see what they do. All right, on the clock now, the Saints. And now we turn to the Bengals. It's their selection. The Jets now on the clock. Let's see what they do. All right, the Broncos are now on the clock. The Chargers now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Jaguars. The 49ers now on the clock. Okay, the Texans up now. They're on the clock. And the Steelers on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go. On the clock now, it's the Seahawks, and time is ticking. Now the Broncos are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Chiefs are up now. Let's see what direction they go. Okay, the Ravens are on the clock now. The Raiders on the clock now. What direction will they go? And the Eagles on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go. Okay, the Giants up now. They're on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Rams, and time is ticking. The Buccaneers are on the clock now. All right, on the clock now, the Bills.
Thank you.